To begin this tutorial, the first thing we will do is create a reference curve using the ring size. We will go to the Shank tab and click on the Curve command. Then we will adjust the region and the size. In this case, we will use a Spanish size 14. After that, we will click Accept. Now we will switch to the front view and then go to the Diamond tab. We will use the Gem Studio command to create our first round gem with a diameter of 3 millimeters. Once the parameters are set, we will click on Add, then click Accept. At the bottom of the viewport, we can change the display mode to Shaded. Next, we will go to the Transform tab and use the Move command to position the gem. Make sure OzSnap is activated, as this will help with precise placement. Select the gem, then select the bottom point of the gem and place it at the top of the curve. Use the OzSnap guides to assist. Now, using the gumball, move the gem up by 0.8 millimeters. We will go back to the Diamond tab, and this time we will add a gem with a diameter of 1.5 millimeters. Using the gumball, rotate the gem by 180 degrees. Then go to the Transform tab and use the Move command to place the gem at the bottom of the curve. Once positioned, use the gumball again to move it down by minus 0.41 millimeters. Now that both gems are in position, we will go to the Diamonds tab and use the Gem Center command to create a reference point between them. This will help us build a circular ring with the correct measurements. Once we have the points, we can delete both gems. To create the circle, we will go to the Curve tab. Inside the Circle submenu, we will choose the Circle by Diameter command. It will ask for a starting point, which will be one of the points, and the end point will be the other. After selecting the second point, we will change its layer for better visibility. We will return to show all viewports, and while pressing Shift, we will change the display mode to Shaded. This way, all viewports will update accordingly. To continue, we will select the inner circle, go to the Surface tab, and use the Extrude command. In the command bar, we will ensure that the Both Sides option is active, and then we will create a surface. The size does not need to be precise. It will simply serve as a reference for building our ring. Now we will go to the Diamonds tab and use the Advanced Gems on Curve command. We will add the outer curve to the selector and then the surface to the surface selector. Once both are selected, we will go to the parameters and set the distance between gems to 0.45 millimeters. Change the alignment on curve to center. Then we will set the starting gem size to 3. We will change the quantity to 10. As we can see, the gems appear at the top, but we want them on one side. So we will adjust the alignment settings. Change the alignment to end so that the 3 millimeter gem is placed at the top. If it appears inverted, simply select the curve and use the gumball to rotate it 180 degrees. Then click on Update. Make sure the 3 millimeter gem is correctly positioned. Once the gems are in the right position, we can accept the command to create them. Now select the gems and click the middle mouse button to open the shortcut window. Use the Ungroup command to ungroup them. Select the reference surface and move it to another layer, then hide it for now. Select the top gem and go to the Diamond tab. Use the Basket command. Without selecting any preset, click on Edit. We will adjust the view so the changes are easier to see. The first thing we will do is change the Prongs mode to Claw. This will reveal more parameters at the bottom that we can modify. Before continuing, go to the Rails tab and deactivate the top rails so you can better see the changes. Now let's adjust some parameters for the prongs. Set the diameter to 1.23 millimeters. Set the height to 2.75 millimeters. Leave over girdle at 0.45 millimeters. Set gem inside to 0.15 millimeters. Adjust the bottom diameter to 1.13 millimeters. Set the bottom rail inside to 0.40 millimeters. Then under the claw parameters, adjust gem inside to 0.87 and height to minus 0.45 so they fit the gem better. Leave tip direction at 15 and smoothness at 10 as they are by default. Now we will adjust the rail parameters. First, change the mode to custom so we can modify the profile. Click on the profile and in the asset selector, change it to profile 004. Now in the parameters, set the width to 0.53 millimeters. Leave the height at 1.79 millimeters. Keep the rotation at 15 and adjust the gem size percentage slider to 75. And that's it. We now have our basket finished. Click Accept to confirm. Then go to the top left corner of any viewport, open the drop-down menu, click on Pan, Zoom, and Rotate, and then choose Zoom Extents all to fit the entire model in all viewports. Now we just need to go to the outliner and use the Apply Elements command. Select the basket, and then select the gems to apply the basket to them. As you can see, even the smallest gems now have a basket adapted to their size. We can now lock the user layers. Then go to the Transform tab and use the Mirror command. Select all the baskets and gems except for the top basket and gem. In the command bar, choose the Y-axis option, and just like that, we have all the basket elements for our model, except for the bottom part of the shank. If we look at the outliner, the new baskets appear in a different color. That's because they are not yet updated. At the top, click Refresh to update them. Now all the baskets are correctly listed in the outliner. To complete the shank, the first step is to hide all the baskets and gems except the ones at the ends. You can select all the elements, press the middle mouse button, and then use the Hide command. We will also hide the gems. Only the baskets should remain visible. Unlock the user layer, select the inner curve, and using the gumball, hold the Alt key while dragging the arrow along the Y-axis to create a copy. Now select the copy and also switch to the front view. Go to the Curve tab and find the Project command. We will project the curve onto the baskets. Now hide the baskets and delete the curves we do not need. You can enlarge the perspective view to make this easier. We only need the larger circle. The rest can be deleted. Once the unnecessary curves are removed, select the curve and the interior of the ring. Then again to the Transform tab and click the Copy command. Simply click on the curve to create a copy. If you click again, you will see two options appear. Change the layer of one to make things easier. Then hide that layer. Now select the curve and the two circles. In the top left corner, click the Trim command. Then click on the part of the curve that lies inside the circles to cut it. Press Escape to finish. Then delete the leftover curves and keep only the lower part. As we can see, this now has the exact size needed to close the bottom of the shank. This ensures the basket connection will be solid and secure. We can now reveal the ring curve. As you can see, it appears in a different color depending on its layer. Click the middle mouse button again and show the hidden elements. Update the outliner. Now we only need to go to the Accessories tab and use the Profiles command. Select Profile 008 and edit it. Then unhide the reference surface. Add it to the selector for the command. Once added, we can hide it again. We can see how it fits the curve. Now we just need to adjust the parameters. To do this, we will delete one of the profiles. We will edit the one that remains. In the Asset Selector panel, change the curve to number 014. Then set the width to 1.90 millimeters. Set the height to 1.60 millimeters. Accept the changes, click on Duplicate Profile, and apply it to the other end of the curve. Using OSNAP, we'll see the end guide appear. Click to apply the profile. Now adjust the cap so it does not go beyond the gem and fits properly with the basket rail. In my case, I'll set it to 0.2 millimeters and adjust the cap on the opposite side as well. Now click Accept. To finish the model, we simply need to cut the baskets to match the ring size. To do this, select all the elements in the metal layer by right-clicking the layer color. Then, while holding Control, click on the bottom part of the shank to deselect it. Make sure the ring size curve is visible so we can cut the baskets correctly. Go to the outliner and click the icon next to the ring size. Voila! Everything is perfectly adjusted, and our ring is now complete. Now I will show something extra in case you need to make changes. I will select the points we created at the beginning by typing cell PT in the command bar, then delete them. Now we can select the top gem. Click on Edit in the outliner. Change the gem shape to cushion and increase its size. 0.13 should work well. Click Accept. As we can see, the outliner now needs to be updated. Of course, the basket has to adapt to the new gem. Just click on Update, and like magic, the basket will conform to the new shape and size of the gem. I'll leave a sample render as a reference. Feel free to send us yours. We'd love to see your results.